Sie folgen Bands wie Bring Me the Horizon und The Architects und bringen besten UK Metalcore hier zu Rock am Ring. Gleich bei uns im Interview While She Sleeps. It's your fifth time, Rock am Ring.
Is it?
Today. It is.
I didn't know that.
So how do you feel about it? What would you say is like the essential thing for a Rock am Ring experience?
I mean, coming from the UK, it's quite grey and quite cloudy a lot. So it's the best thing for me about festival season is obviously the people over here, but like the beautiful sunshine that you get during the festival seasons, it's perfect.
But Rock am Ring, most of the time we actually have rain and a lot of mud, so we're happy it's sunny this side.
You have big storms. I think I was here when Marilyn Manson played, and there was like a crazy storm, which was a great backdrop for his set. But yeah.
So for your set today, sunny weather. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Your shows are really full and loaded of energy. What is the first thing you do when you come down from stage, and what do you do to calm down after such a show?
A few years ago, it used to be drinking drugs, but but now it's just not that. I've learned the hard way. I've had 3 throat surgeries in the past. Now it's just chilling out. Just get off stage, wind down, shower, freshen up, and just enjoy where we're at.
Many say that you're the figurehead of a new generation of innovative metalcore bands. How did you figure out your own style?
I think we're quite lucky in a sense, because the way that when we got together as a band, we were in love with like early 2000s metalcore, but we never tried to emulate or sound like anyone else. I've never really perfected the fry technique for my voice, which just means that I just sound like me, really. And the way that our guitarists and the other singers in the band sing, we don't really sound like anyone else. So I think we're quite lucky in the way that I think that we could even move genres, maybe even do country, but we still have that small element that sounds like While She Sleeps in there. So I think we are lucky in that way, and I think looking at Sean Long, our guitarist, over the years, and the way that he's developed his own thing that he's doing, has been a great journey for him. So yeah, I think we're lucky, and I think we don't try and sound like anyone else. We try and honor our individuality a little bit, and if something's fashionable or trendy right now, we like purposefully kind of steer away from that in order to not get, bundled in with everybody. Yeah. But yeah, a few different things. But yeah, try not to be influenced too much by what's going on around us, and just try and work on our own thing.
That's also a good fit for my next question, but actually I wanted to ask, it's not always that easy for young bands. What would be your advice for them?
Yeah, like I'm saying, I think the key thing is to hold on to your individuality. When you start sounding like 20, 30, 50 other bands that are out there, then, people haven't got a reason to move towards you. Like I say, I think we're lucky in that way. And I think a lot of the time as well, it can be perseverance. We've been doing this a long, long time, and we're lucky enough to find, like myself and 4 other guys that have the same amount of commitment to what we're doing. When I joined the band in 2009, there was no questions about, it was just like, how are we going to get to where we want to be? We persevered, and sort of, years later, we're still here and still playing. One thing I would say as well, though, is don't suffer fools, because there's a lot of people out there that see your band and your art as a number. We've kind of found that the hard way as well, where we've been with management companies and they've taken us for a lot of cash, essentially. And like I say, you're a number to them. Not everyone in business is going to be your friend. So look out for those things. Don't sign away a contract for something you've worked very hard on so easily. Make sure you're reading all the info before you sign on the dotted line.
And anything in the back.
That's it. And as long as you're passionate about what you're doing, I think that you'll prevail.
I mean, now you're following bands like Bring Me the Horizon and The Architects. How would you explain that the UK is such a hotspot for metalcore?
I think because it's quite gloomy and miserable, we just want to be inside rather than outside. So I think we're all just pissed off and angry. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what it is. I mean, if you look back at like early rock and roll, like we were, you know, kind of at the forefront of that movement, you know. And maybe there's something in there. I don't know what it is that drives UK bands. I think that, you know, if you're in a country with beautiful weather, you're outside a lot. You're probably less likely to be inside a small, sweaty room, like with fucking crazy loud amplifiers and stuff. Maybe that's something to do with it. But specifically Sheffield, where we're from, you know, it seems it's good. It's got so much culture there, and so much opportunity to go out and watch live music and art or whatever you're into. And I think that's a good thing as well. Like, just you've got Bring Me, you've got us guys, you've got Malevolence, and there's always bands popping up in new genres, and you know, it's pretty cool.
Here on a festival, we have a lot of music, but for sure also a lot of food. Now, your whole band is vegan. How does that work on a festival?
Our whole band's not vegan.
Oh, not the whole band.
We have vegetarians, vegans, and meat eaters, so it's a bit spread all over the place. But you know, it can be difficult for a vegan. You know, I think like the world has kind of changed and evolved with that now. It's not as difficult as it was 10 years ago to like eat vegan or whatever. So that's a good thing. That's a really positive thing. But yeah, going to touring in places like Japan and things like that for a vegan like 10 years ago or whatever was like extremely difficult. Just eating rice balls from a 7-Eleven like a standard. But I'm not vegan, you know. I'm a flexitarian, so you know I just try and balance it out. You know, not go crazy on anything. Just, you know.
If you didn't end up in music, what would you do today?
Is that like what my dream job would be, or what you think? What I actually think I would be doing?
Both, maybe.
I mean, I was never good enough to be a professional skateboarder, but I have loved that since I was a kid as well. So and still do a bit of that now. So if I could pick a dream job, it would probably be that. But I've worked before I joined the band. I worked in a lot of different workspaces. The main one being I worked with children with autism for a while, and you know that for someone who's more, don't want to say able-bodied, but for someone to be able to help someone else that doesn't find certain things that easy, that was quite a rewarding job to do. You know, getting home after a day working with people with autism, you know, you felt like you'd done good.
Done something good,
day,
yes.
Yeah? So I don't know what I would have ended up doing. I really don't. But if I could pick any job in the world, skater.
Oh, both very special. I like that. So today you're on German. Oh, okay. We come to the quick questions. We prepare something for you.
All right.
And you just say what you would prefer.
Oh no, like quick fire?
Yes.
Oh god.
Festival or tour?
I'll just say festival.
Mosh pit or wall of death?
Mosh pit.
Camping or hotel?
Hotel.
It's more comfortable, right?
I've done my fair share of camping over the years. I'm a hotel guy now.
Fire show or more focus on music?
When you say fire show,
Yeah, fire
you mean
or
like production?
lasers or whatever.
Yeah. Music. Focus on the music, yeah.
Would you prefer beer or drinking cocktails?
Cocktails.
Which one is your favorite?
Pina colada.
Pina colada. I didn't expect that. Would you prefer to go on a festival at daytime or at nighttime?
Nighttime.
So last question. We have a lot of great bands here today.
Yeah.
Which one would you like to see? We have Måneskin as a headliner.
Yeah, I mean, we did some touring with Parkway Drive, and I've not seen those guys for a little while, and I didn't watch them play last night. So Parkway's up there for me. Trying to think of the more lower bands. Landmarks, really like that band too. Counterparts are on there as well. Hatebreed. Yeah, today I took a bit of a chill yesterday because after the show I was just like fucked up. So today, yeah,
A little bit party.
I'm gonna go out there and yeah. see the bands play and do a
Then
bit
we
more of
see
that.
you in the crowd. It was nice to have you here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, cheers for having me.